There are a lot of characters in Genshin Impact. And also, I haven't met all of them, so this video is kind of unfair. I haven't even done the Chasm Archon quest. So this video I really should not be doing until I've gone through all of the Archon quests, but don't care. These are all of my favorite characters. Shh. These are all my favorite characters as of now. Where's the Traveler? The Traveler isn't in the character archive? Damn! Am I stupid? Be honest. Damn! The Traveler used to be my favorite Animal Traveler. But then, I don't know, I just met other characters. I was a dedicated Traveler main since day one, up until like, I think whenever I got either Nahida or Shenhe, so like up until either June of 2023 or March of 2023. And I only started playing Genshin Impact October 2022. So actually not that long. She was my favorite just because she was the main character and I like her outfit, and when she talks, I like her voice. And she just like, every single cutscene, she's eating it up. So I was like, period. Me and you against the world. But I don't like, oh, I don't care about her anymore. Next favorite is Lady Ningguang. I really like Lady Ningguang. She's, first of all, she's just beautiful. She's gorgeous. And I just like, first of all, any character that is nice to Shenhe, I automatically like you. But I think I liked her before I met Shenhe. She's very pretty and she's very girl boss and she's very, I run this town. But in a nice, humble way. I just like how girl bossy she is, and obviously everybody's nice to the Traveler, but I like how like close the Traveler and Lady Ningguang feel. Like Lady Ningguang lets me know her super secrets, which feels like crazy because like she's head of the Liyue Qixing and she told the Liyue Adepti, F off, we got it, y'all. We can do it. You know? She's rich, you know, but she doesn't act the way that stereotypical rich people act, or at least how us poor people see stereotypical rich people. And she's smart. She's very smart. She genuinely cares about the people of Liyue, and she doesn't treat anybody lesser than her, which she definitely could. Because, you know, it's Ningguang, hello. I wish she was a 5-star. I mean, I probably wouldn't have her if she was, but I wish she was. That would have been cool, you know? Like, I don't know. I just feel like she's a 5-star character. Beidou. I just like Beidou for some of the same reasons.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
I just like Beidou for some of the same reasons I like Lady Ningguang. She's very powerful. She's very much, I run this here. Y'all listen to me. Very girl boss. I don't have her. I could get her in the, what's it called? The Lantern Rite, but I think I'm gonna get Gumming. I really like how, first of all, I like her voice. Her voice actor, very good. I just like how like laid back she is. But when she needs to be like tough and demanding and like, okay, we need to get down to business.
Tactics, I'm always ready.
She does, she can. She's just fun. I just like her. I like the way how she's all buddy-buddy with the Traveler. I'm probably gonna say that for every single character. I like the relationship with the Traveler. Oh my god. I was surprised by this, but I really like Yoimiya. Usually, I feel like her very loud, extrovert, and high energy, very high. Would be annoying, but I really like her. I really like her outfit. I did not realize how big this bow was until I really looked at it. Not important. I just like how welcoming she is. La, 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 la. Beep. That's really it. Like, I've gone through the Inazuma Conquest and seen all her little stories and stuff. I just like her personality, and I was surprised that I liked it. That's it. I haven't met them yet, but I like his hair and his face and everything else. Moving on. Oh, him too. Okay, now moving on. I really like Yae Miko. I just like how girl bossy and like she's super smart and clever. It literally says in her character thing, blah 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 blah. Imaginable intelligence and cunning. Very. Like, you could not win an argument with Lady Ai. A lawyer could not win an argument with her. She's just very articulate, I think is maybe the correct word. And just very like, and she knows it too. And I like that. I just like to see how she responds to things. And she's very go with the flow kinda. Or maybe she's just like that because she knows how to fix everything. You know, like in the Archon quest, how to like get Raiden to stop acting like a psycho. She was like, you have to do this and go do this. And she was very just calm about it and very much like, I know what I'm doing. Okay, so just do as I say. I like that. And she knows a lot of things and she's willing to give information. She's very convenient. And she likes to be because she knows what she's talking about because she's smart. And oh my God, I could talk forever. I don't know if I would pull for her. I pull for character for lore reasons, so probably I would. But would I build her? I like Yunjin because she's pretty and I like her outfit and she has pretty colors and she's friends with Shenhe. Moving on. Ito. I have a crunch on Ito, but who wouldn't? I just like how funny and childish he is, obviously. And in his story quest, the hangout quest things, the little story, okay, he is like, he can get serious when he needs to. Okay, kind of not really, because he was running from the police one time and was not acting serious. But he's very welcoming and very accepting, you know? Like, you just have to have seen his story quest that I'm talking about. He would just help anybody, I feel. Everybody is equal to him, you know? He doesn't see anybody as, like, lesser than him, which is the bare minimum. But still, I like it. I wouldn't say he's a favorite either, along with some of the other randoms I named, like Yunjin and stuff like that. But I do get excited when he pops up in a quest. I just like his voice, number one. And also he's very old, so he knows a lot of old things and a lot of information, good information. I just like learning stuff about him.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Okay. Yeah, old. Genshin lore is like my favorite. I know more about Genshin lore than what I'm learning in school right now, you know? And he drops a lot of lore. Important to the plot or not, he drops a lot of it, and I like. Would I ever pull for him? Maybe not, because I have Kokomi, you know? Like, if you don't have a shielder, get a healer. I have a healer. I don't know. Probably. I really like Toma. Obviously, he's very pretty. And he's like, I don't know, like, Traveler is a teenager. I looked it up on Google. I think they say she's 17. Fact check me if I'm wrong. But we're there, because Traveler is both Aether and Lumine. So, they. I just like having, like, a friend our age. I don't know. I feel like... Shut up. I just feel like it's cool. Like, everybody else we've met is, like, older than us. Like, way older. And we're just, like, talking to them to find out where our brother is. Talking to everybody else is like a chore. Like, we're going to go do something to get something. With Toma, we're just hanging out. Same thing with Ayaka. Like, I like that she's around the same age as Traveler, and she's just like, it feels like a couple teenage buddies hanging out. I like Chongyun because he's related to Shenhe. Moving on. I like Jean. She's not my favorite, but neither is Chongyun. I like Jean because She's like an OG, you know? Mondstadt feels like home. Sometimes after like an Archon quest or like some big lore is dropped, I'm like, whoa, that was a lot of information. And I go back to Mondstadt to like decompress. And she feels like safe and like homey, you know? And like she's a healer on top of that too. Like I feel protected. I just like, I don't know. I just like her. I don't know. I just do. Shut up. Your Excellency, Sangonomiya Kokomi. This is why I saved Kokomi and Shenhe for last, because these are my two favorites. I have a lot to say. She's very welcoming and very positive, but in a realistic way. Like, you know when people are like positive, overly positive, and you're like, come on, can you really think about it? Like, this is not gonna happen. This is very likely to happen. And they're like, not with that attitude. Be positive, blah, 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 blah. Like, and she's not like that. I like that. Like, she's realistic, but positive. Trying to come up with more words, I can't. I like that she tries her hardest to do things, even though they might not happen and they might not turn out well. And she accepts if it doesn't turn out well. Like, honestly, can't remember if this is in her Archon quest or in the Archon quest or her story quest, but she goes and has peace talks with Kujo-Sara, and she's like, this might not work out, but we'll see. And she was just positive about it and very much like to Kujo-Sara, and I think it worked. I think it planned out. I don't know. I did the Inazuma Archon quest almost a year ago, and her story quest, I can't remember much. Also, she owns a whole entire island, and it's very mermaidy. So, of course, I like. And she literally took down the Vision Hunt decree. I mean, it was kind of the Traveler, but like, she ate that up. Now about Shenhe. Okay, Shenhe's story quest, wasn't really hers, but it was like as the crane returns or when the crane blows wind or something like that. Favorite quest of the whole entire story, of the whole entire game. That quest made me cry. To be honest, I get this quest mixed up. Okay, so POV. Lady Ningguang had to throw her jade chamber at whoever. I don't think it was Osile, because then Shenhe fought Osile. I also did this quest about a year ago. Don't remember. I remember pretty good. But Lady Ningguang had to throw the jade chamber at some monster to tear it down, and Lady Ningguang was like, God damn it, I need a new jade chamber. So there's a competition. Lady Ningguang was like, whoever wins the competition, no, I need these three things, these three minerals, rocks. Whoever gets the three first, or whoever gets the best pieces, wins the competition, and I will tell you a piece of information. Traveler and Paimon was like, come on, Shenhe, come on, girl. And, okay, I kind of like how violent she is. The two men that were like, come on, lady, we know you have money. We saw you buy all these dishes, take one bite at expensive restaurants, and then just up and leave. We know you got money, girl. And she was like, I know you're talking about, sister. And then Shenhe was like, I'll rip your head off if you don't back off. And I don't remember, I think Traveler was like, whoa, what are y'all doing? And then they backed off. Or maybe she got violent. I don't remember. Anyway, I kind of like how monotone and like non-emotional she is. Like, it's kind of funny. But anyway, it makes me feel bad, but it's kind of funny. Anyway. So fast forward to they're in the domain, and they find this big piece of vermilion, and Shenhe is like, oh, I got it, I can carry it out. And Paimon's like, be careful. And she's like, nah, it's fine. I'm not gonna do nothing to the vermilion. And Paimon's like, no, you girl. So sad. Super fast forward to, actually not super. This happens right after this. They meet up with Beidou, Captain Beidou, and Yunjin. I think, yeah, he says yes. And they drop off the piece, the vermilion, and then Beidou and Yunjin, they all team up into one big team, I think. And then they're like, hey, Lady Ningguang has some hotels set up for the participants in the contest. Get in there. We let Shenhe take the thing, and then Shenhe's like, if you need anything, don't be afraid to wake me. Could never be me. I would never tell somebody that, but oh, it's so sweet. Cloud Retainer, we meet Cloud Retainer and we find out Shenhe's whole background of how her parents, her mom was sick and was dying, and her dad was doing anything to try to save the mother. And the dad met this evil god, and the god was like, you need to sacrifice something and I'll alive your wife. And he's like, okay, Shenhe, get your big behind out here. And Shenhe's dad put little baby Shenhe in like a cave with this evil god, and she had to like fight off this evil god, and she survived 3 days before she like collapsed or something, and then Cloud Retainer found her. But like she lasted 3 days, like little child Shenhe. And then Cloud Retainer raised her, gave her the red ropes to suppress her emotions because she has killer tendencies, because she comes from a family of exorcists, and that's why that's one reason why she's so like non-emotional, because she has her emotions suppressed, but also because she was raised by the Adepti, which means that the Adepti are already kind of cold and like emotionless. Not emotionless, because Cloud Retainer does get angry, but not normal with their emotions. I'll put it that way. Okay, moving on. We're on the Jade Chamber. Osile is stirring stuff up. Osile's popping out of the ocean, starting stuff. Traveler jumps at Osile and gets smacked up against a rock. Starts falling out of the air. Shenhe's like, oh my god, my only friend. Oh, speaking of friend, oh my god. Paimon told Shenhe like, hey, we're friends. And Shenhe was like, friend? Bitch, I could cry. Okay, anyway, okay. Traveler got smacked up against a rock while trying to hit Osile. Traveler's falling out of the sky. Shenhe's like, oh my god, best friend, you're gonna die. And Shenhe jumps to go catch Traveler, lands. Oop, my hand was all up in there. Lands, and hold on, I have to stop after every paragraph I say because my brain can't keep up with my mouth. That's what my math teacher said about me. It was like, my brain can't keep up with my hand, or my hand can't wanna. You don't care. As Traveler is in Shenhe's arms on the ground, it was on the ground. Shenhe is looking at Traveler, thinking back to what Cloud Retainer said about her trying to fit in with society and blase, and thought back to how her dad was like, he called her something, you're a mistake, a disgrace, of something. And was thinking about how her dad sacrificed her, and she got mad, and she was like, this is the part that I started crying. She got mad and she got up and she was like walking, and then she was like, ah! And Osile broke into pieces. I think Shenhe should have gotten more recognition for that. Everybody was like, oh my god, Traveler, thank you. Bro, Shenhe literally ended the whole thing. Whatever. And then at the end, obviously Traveler, Shenhe, blah blah blah, we all won the competition to rebuild the Jade Chamber. And I feel like I told this story backwards, because it's backwards in my head. I'll have to rewatch it. Anyway, Shenhe asked Lady Dingong a question, because that was the prize for winning the competition. Shenhe asked, do you think I could fit into Liyue society? And every single time I see Shenhe, I'm about to start crying. I'm being so for real. She just makes me like, if I start crying, it's gonna be so embarrassing. She just makes me not sad, but like, oh, like I love you. I love her character development. It's my favorite. And I really like how she wants to be a part of Liyue. Also, look at this. In the teapot, she like, Traveler teaches her about like traditions and about like, oh, is this what friends do? I just think it's so cute. I just love her character development. I like that she wants to be a part of Liyue, because despite her bad past with her father sacrificing her for her mother's life and her having to fight that thing off as a child, you know, I like that she wants to be a part of Liyue and wants to make friends and wants to learn about the outside world, outside of Mount Awachang, and outside of the Adepti, you know? Like, she knows it's gonna be difficult for her, but she wants that, and I think it's adorable.
Welcome home. In which case, please, tell me more about yourself. I'll remember everything you say.
See, everything with Shenhe is just a lot more genuine, and because Shenhe cherishes those real human relationships, because one, she doesn't have much experience with them, so they're very important and new to her, and she's just adorable. Once you become buddies with Shenhe, y'all are locked in, because look at this about Xingqiu.
I've seen him lean over to you and whisper things in your ear. If he dares threaten you, I will make sure he... Huh? You mean it's just an in-joke between friends? Genuinely?
Yes, genuinely. Xingqiu is weird. But yes. See, she's like... She's ready to kill anyone for you! And sorry, Shenhe, to interrupt you. This too.
Oh, up already?
Mm-hmm.
If those noisy birds woke you up, I'll go silence them right away. Huh? Oh, you don't want me to harm them? Fine. I'll just shoo them away. Don't worry.
Also, her idols are just gorgeous, and obviously she's just gorgeous. 'Cause duh. Also, oh lord, my bad. She forgives her father. What did she say? Hold on. Shenhe's dad hung himself in an attempt to apologize to his wife and daughter. Uh-oh. He said he regrets his decision of abandoning Shen. That's what the hell you get. Yep, she was 6 years old whenever her dad sacrificed her. I thought so, but I didn't want to be specific with an age and then it'd be wrong, and then that's embarrassing. You know what, I'm gonna be for real. I don't feel like finding where she said she forgives her father, but she says she forgives her father. And I would never forgive my father or anyone who would do that, something that just to me. I just wouldn't. But that's just Shenhe. I guess, why hold grudges? If Shenhe's father was alive, she could take him out, so I guess why hold grudges? Also, I haven't done the lantern rite yet, but apparently Shenhe walks past, I just spoiled it for myself because I was looking at TikTok, but apparently Shenhe walks past a father and a young daughter at lantern rite and like stops and looks at them. You don't need him, girl! She will forever be my favorite Genshin character. Any character could come out. And I don't care.
My
Shenhe's
arm doesn't distinguish friend from foe, and there is clearly a limit to the Red Rope's power. That's why I loathe crowded areas.
Shenhe will still be my number one. I don't care. I don't care. I have her weapon. Can you see that? I have her weapon. I have a picture of her up here. I have, oh, that sound. I have an acrylic stand. And I have the real thing. I'm locked in. I'm Shenhe's biggest fan. Fight me on that. Sorry, I don't know why I got aggressive. Sorry. I spent $18 on her skin. I paid $10 for her weapon. And I'm gonna pay whatever much it takes to get at least to C4. Oh, C5 would be... No, C4 is... C3? C3. But C4 would be nice. C4. Whatever. She even has her own room. Can I give y'all a room tour? Okay, hold on. Hold up. This is her house. Her house. My house. Oh my god, the cat's sitting on the stairs. Oh, cute! Anyway. So this is her room. This is that. This is her bed. This is that. I don't really know what to say. And this is that. Yes. And then I have Yoonjin here because her and Yoonjin are buddies. If I could put Yoonjin on this stage, I would. Because that's where I wanted. What if it changed? What if I can now? Oops, oops, oops. No. Genshin, can you do something about that? I just want to put Homegirl on the stage where she belongs. Anyway, I have Yoonjin next to Shenhe because they're friends. Yeah, and I just decorated it very Leeway-like. Except that's from Inazuma. But very Leeway-like. And the stage, the one I'm standing on, and that matches her outfit. That's why I put it there. Also put the stage there because it's a stage. Yes. I even have Shenhe as my stuff. I think those are all my favorite characters. I added in a bunch of people that didn't deserve to be there. Okay, that's all. I've been recording for way too long. This is supposed to be a quick little 10-minute video. I've been recording for 37 minutes. But you know, I started recording.
The assumption that every person has somewhere to belong.
I started talking about Shenhe at 20 minutes, and now it's been 37. I could talk about her all day. Oh, I totally forgot about my least favorite characters because I said I might do that. I'm gonna make it short though because I don't want to get hate. Because if somebody made a video and said Shenhe's their least favorite, I would have some choice words, so I'll be short with it. I don't like Ganyu because it takes away from Shenhe. Ganyu is very popular, Shenhe's not very popular. I think if Ganyu is out of the picture, everybody'd be all over Shenhe.